prop firms are so confusing, and you can literally fail. As you can see, I literally failed this account because of the consistency rule. And if you didn't understand one thing I just said, you were most likely going to fail your eval, or you're going to fail your funded and all this shit. So it's just going to go south. So you want to know all the ins and outs, all the rules, and what rules actually mean, because some of these rules are kind of confusing if you don't know them and somebody's explaining them in an hour-long video. I'm going to explain all of this try in under 15 minutes, right? And I'm going to save you a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into it. So right here we have a prop firm. So what's the difference between a prop firm, an eval, and a fund account? So I'm going to put this in like NBA terms or NFL terms. The prop firm is kind of like the NFL. Like it's just like the big picture of like under it, like it's the big bubble. And then an eval and funded are kind of like training in the real game. The eval is the training, right? The things that are going to get you to be good in the real game. The eval is the having to pass the account. So you're going to have to make a certain amount of money to pass it. That's kind of what it is. And then the fund account is the game where you're actually like now you're trading. But think of the game as the rest of your life, I guess. So yeah. Okay. So let's get into like what prop firm you should use and what account you should use. So prop firm, it doesn't really matter what prop firm you're using, but I'm gonna go over like 3 or 4. I would use Top Step, Tradeify, maybe Lucid Trading. Like, I use Tradeify. I've never had experience with the other ones, but I've heard from my friends that those are ones that are good, right? But you have to make sure you're doing your research before too, and not just like don't take what I say for it. Like obviously, I'm not trying to scam you or anything, but some of these prop firms are trying to scam you, right? And they're not trying to give you anything, good or anything. So obviously, so I'm gonna give you 2 reasons why I failed each fund account. So I failed 2 on Tradeify. I've used Top Step before. I don't know why I said I didn't. I've used Top Step. I've passed. I didn't really like. It was kind of confusing, honestly. So let's go. So this one. So what account you should use? So obviously, each account to each their own. You should definitely be doing a 25K to 50K count, and using what code is available to you. Obviously July. And then Lightning Fund is where you're instantly funded and you skip the training kind of, but I really don't recommend that. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, it's just stupid. If you're just doing instant funding, and especially if you're a beginner trader, don't do instant funding. Do not do instant funding. Okay, yeah. So let's get into it. So this one, so each account, obviously this is select 50K account, as you can see right here. I didn't trade this morning because I was just like so immensely exhausted from failing 2 accounts in 1 week, which is terrible, I would say. And I can't even trade Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because I have somewhere to be those mornings. So I'm just not trading today. But so basically, what it means is so your profit target, that is how much you have to make. So my profit target is $3,000, right? And then your balance max trail down. So that what the fuck max drawdown. So your balance is how much money you have in the account. So your max trail drawdown is $2,000. So let's just say I made 52,000, right? It doesn't mean I can lose 48,000 because 48,000 was the original trail drawdown, because that was 2,000. You can't lose more than 2,000. If the money goes up, that goes up with you. So let's just say I bump up to 54,000, right? Then I have 52,000 I can lose. This doesn't stay the same when this goes up. When this goes up, this goes up, right? It's kind of this. And your daily loss limit means you can lose as much money as you want as long as you're not blowing your trail max drawdown. So that basically what that means is as much money, you can lose as much money as you possibly want on one trade, but it cannot go below the $2,000 mark, right? That's basically what it is. So your profit target, very self-explanatory, how much you made and how much you made, how much you have to make, right? So the consistency rule, this is a little bit confusing. Oh, but that's okay. So this is why I failed the account, because the consistency rule, and I wasn't looking at the consistency rule, and I didn't really understand the consistency rule actually as an experienced trader until a couple days ago. So yeah, what does this mean? 40%. So obviously each consistency rule will vary. That means you cannot make 40% of the $3,000 that I have to make in one trade. That's literally what it means. So obviously, I made $3,000 is how much I have to make to pass the account. I cannot make more than $3,000, more than 40% of $3,000 in one day. So the consistency rule is 40% would be $1,200. I can't make more because, and the reason for this is because let's just say you hit one massive trade of $3,000, and let's just say that was a luck trade, then the platform's losing money and the account's losing money and the website's losing money, and they don't want to lose money. They want to make money off of you, and you want to make money off of them. So basically what it is, it goes hand in hand like this. But if you just say, beginner's luck, and I absolutely just hit TP, boom, one time, and I made $3,000. That literally makes you fail your account, and obviously that's literally what happened here. So I made $2,275, which is obviously more than 40% of what I had to make. It's actually 80% of what I had to make, and I just failed the account, right? So it's literally what the fuck it is. So yeah, that's basically what it means. So obviously don't go above your consistency rule and know what your consistency rule is. Now, what is trading days? Now, a lot of people get confused on trading days and like, oh my god, I have to make $3,000 in 3 days. Oh my god, what if I lose one? No, that means that is the minimum amount of days that you have to pass the account. So, you have three. You cannot pass the account in more than 3 days. It's literally impossible. I can't pass the account in 2 days, and I can't pass the account in one day. That's just not how it works. You have to pass it in more than 3 days. You couldn't take a month, a week, year, 2 days, not 2 days, 4 days, 5 days, but you can't take 2 or 1 day straight to ATB. So obviously, even though I didn't, I have one more trading day and then I make the money. So let's just say I make, how much money? Like $200 to pass the account, right? I still failed even though I did this because of the consistency rule. And let's just say I follow the consistency rule in 2 days. Well, it's kind of impossible. In 2 days, I make $3,000, right? There's two reasons why I failed. Well, one, because I didn't follow the trading days, and two, I failed the consistency rule, right? So that's basically what it is. And as you can see, this is a drawdown, right? So as the money I make goes up, my drawdown goes up. It doesn't stay the same. So obviously my drawdown when I first got the account was 48,000, right? That goes up as price goes up, right? So that's literally what it is. So yeah, so obviously you can reset the account, do all this crazy shit to the account, but that is really it. But you should be knowing each and all of your rules while you're trading, and you should be knowing exactly what you have to do to pass these accounts, right? So, and everybody's CPI, CPI, CPI. You can't do CPI unless you're following the consistency rule. That's basically what it is, right? So obviously I have a warning here. Actually record. Yeah, so I have to verify this. So let me show you why I failed this account actually. And this is because I lost a trade. And as you can see, this green line has to be above this red line. And that didn't happen. I failed the account because I lost too much money. So yeah, that's literally what happened. So yeah, so you have to be making sure you know the rules, you know the ins and outs of each, day, and you have to make sure that you're not wasting your money and don't know the rules and you fail, right? So if you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments. Get no comments, and like this video if you're watching it, please, and subscribe. And if you have any more questions, please just DM me or anything and I'll make another video on it. But yeah, so this is exactly what you should be using. So yeah, if you need any more further explanation, you know what to do. Have a good day. Peace.